Hello, everyone, and welcome to my studio. My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It is Sunday, December 11th, 2022. If you're just finding me, I appreciate you coming to my channel. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and see something you like today, give her a call. Some of these our last call. So you might want to think about that. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would be honored to be your demonstrator. You can find all of my information down below. And if you're interested in finding out about all the latest specials and things like that and wish to receive emails from me, you can also find that on my demonstrator website and below. So welcome. So we are going to use the Kindest Gnomes sets and dies. The gnome set is actually retiring, but the dies are not. They are going to be a website only purchase for at least the next 4 months. And I don't think they're continuing after that, but they do have another set in the new mini catalog coming starting in January that will coordinate with those. If you don't have that new catalog, please let me know. I would be honored to send you one so that you can see it. There's some really cute things in there and I can't wait for you to see them. All right, we're going to flip the camera and I'm going to show you what we've got. All right, here we go. Okay, let's make sure. Oh, you don't want my glasses. All right, let's make sure I got everything in here. My hands, my stuff. Okay. All right, so here is the card we're going to do today. Well, a version of this we're going to change the colors up a little bit and the word, because I don't like to do the same thing, everything twice, but we've got the front and the inside. I just think these are so adorable. Now, I'm going to be honest, this one is 100% in honor of my husband. I don't really like gnomes. I thought they were kind of silly at the beginning when this whole gnome craze started. And last Christmas, we have a Christmas party every year, and we do a white elephant. And there was this gnome with a little shiny green hat. And my husband got it. Now, most couples at our Christmas party will, hey, do you want that? I want that, so make sure you get it because there's 3 steals. That's not how my husband plays. He goes, if I want it, I'm getting it. So he wanted this gnome. And I was like, great. I don't really do the gnome thing. But I guess we're doing gnomes. So we got it. It's actually pretty cute. Actually, it's very cute. But so I'm kind of sold on him. I kind of revamped what I'm thinking. So I'm on the bandwagon. Once they came out with this set, I was like, well, that is pretty cute. So here we go. There's this one, but we are going to do it in reds. So we're going to do this. Now, I've already cut out all of the gnomes. So I went ahead and did that. And I used this paper right here. For this set. I bought this paper last year. It was one of the few papers that they carried over. I don't see that very often. I bought this paper for this specific sheet of paper right here. I'm a knitter. I love these colors. I was like, you can use that all year. I'm going to love this. So I bought it for this. And then, of course, when it came back this year, I bought another set. And then I loved this. I thought that was adorable. So these were really the 2 reasons I bought this paper. Then I saw this. I'm like, oh, you can use that all year round. So I think this has got a really, really neat stuff in there. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So here's what I did. I said that I went ahead and die cut my gnomes, but I'm going to show you how I arranged it, because you can do 1 gnome a pass in your die cut machine. And here's what I did. I had a piece for the nose. I had a piece for the hat. I had a piece for the beard. And then I had a piece for the shoes. Okay. So I put them on here, and then I put my dies on there, and I cut them these are about 2.5 by 2 so that they would fit. And now they're not coming off. All right. So then I put my little beard. I got my little nose. I actually did 2 noses at a time. I got my little feet, and I put him at an angle because I don't think I cut that. Yeah, I put him at an angle. And then this is the hat. There is not a cutout. Don't think there's a cutout there. I was a little freaked out. I was like, oh no, there's going to be, doesn't cut out. It does the straight thing. So then I put this, I actually put it more like this because I thought, you never know, I might need that little piece. So I'm going to save every little bit I can, especially on a DSP. So that's how I did it. I ran it through, and I ran them through 3 or 4 times, depending on what word you wanted to say, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you that our dies do not come on a magnetic strip. I do buy that. You can get these on Amazon, but you can also get them through Stamp and Storage, which is what I do. They have great stuff if you've never used Stamp and Storage. So I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not big enough for that, but I can put their website in the comments. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got 3 little gnome guys. I've got 3 little hats. Okay, and then I've got my shoes. Let me get the shoes here. Okay, and then I've got my noses. Okay. Now you can do the noses either way. The first time I did it, I put them on, I put all the noses on, and then I put the hat on, and I was like, I don't know, is the nose supposed to go on the bottom? I think it's cute that way, or you can wait and put it on the top. I think that's how I ended up doing it, but I don't know the correct gnome protocol, but we're going to put them on the top. So anyway, all right, let me get my little green glue, Tombow glue. And this is all I do. I take my green glue and I put a little here. And then I put my little guy on. I do talk to these people. Okay. So I'm going to put him on here. And I want to try to get them in the same place because they're going to be next to each other. So you kind of want to get them at the same level, and I didn't do that necessarily as well the first times, so don't do what I did. Okay, the next thing I'm going to put glue in is I'm going to put glue right here and right here. I don't know if that's where they intended that hat to be, but I think it is, and I think this is so that people like me don't get things wrong. All right, and so I'm going to put this little guy here. Okay, and again, I'm just using a little bit of glue. You don't need a ton. This here, and this right here. Oopsie. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to add my little drop of glue to the nose. I find it easier to put it on here than on these little, to put the glue on here and then stick that on. I don't know, maybe my hands don't do that as well. So, I think it's easier to do it this way. So, oh, whoop. There. And then there. Aren't they so cute? So I'm going to put these off to the side and let them dry a bit. Okay. Or, you know, to the top. Hopefully you can still see them because I think they're cute. All right. So for this, we're going to do, for this card, we're going to do joy. And so I'm going to go ahead and stamp joy. And I'm going to also stamp the inside of the card too. So I am using for this polymer set alphabet that is in the annual catalog. This also has a punch to go with it. I would be perfectly 100% honest because that's what I am. I really thought these were bigger. Okay, I thought they were bigger. This looks bigger in the catalog to me, even though they show actual size in person. I think it looks smaller than I thought it was, which I think is a really good thing. So that is what I learned. Okay, so let me get my strip of white, and I'm going to show you the best way to do this. I already have joy. Oh, here's another thing. All right, so when you're trying to find it, because when I was doing hope, I pulled one off. I said, oh, this is the P right here. And then I put it on and I was like, that's not a P, that's a D. So that didn't work. All right. So I just used trial and error. But if I had been really smart, I would have turned it over and gone, oh, look, there they are in the right way. So I could find my P much easier. So just turn it over. Don't be like me and do 16 ones that you're wrong. Okay. That's my tip. Turn it over. All right. So I'm using the alphabet. I have Joy already here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the frame. Okay. And I've got a strip of paper. And when you put your thing, it's going to go like this. Okay. You're going to be punching it this way. If you do all of them, if you do boom, 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 then you have to go boom, cut, boom, cut, and no. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to go up the strip. All right. I learned that the hard way as well. Now I'm using cherry cobbler to do this because I wanted to match these little feet. Plus I think it's better when you're doing a something like this, kind of try to go as dark as you can. So I'm going to do these first. Doesn't really matter if they are straight because you're going to be punching them out. So that doesn't matter. Okay, so I've got those done. You know what? I'm going to do one for, yeah, let's just do a couple extras just in case Amy messes up. Oh, I don't like that one. So I'm going to do one more. Okay, just in case I mess up. And when I say just in case, I mean really when I mess up, because I probably will. Okay, so the best thing to do is to put it down and pick it up with your stamp set. You know what you do? You put it the right upside down so you don't do it wrong. So you're going to put it down, you're going to pick it up with your stamp set. So I've got my J, and I'm going to put it right in here. Okay, so I've got J. And then I'm going to take that off, put it over here. I've got O. I'm going to turn it over, not to do that mistake again. I'm going to put that right here in the middle. O. Oh, he's a little crooked. Let's do him again, okay? Okay, a little better. All right, and then we're going to, oopsie, you go over there. All right, Y for Joy. Amy, turn it over. All right. Turn it over. Then it works. And I really like this one the best. So I'm going to really hope I get this right the first time because I like that one the best. Okay. I like it. All right. So let me, while I have this open, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Merry Christmas on here. So this is going to be on the inside. Do I have that right? No, I gotta cut it. All right, I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit, but that's okay. I've got a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to put on the inside. We're gonna color this little guy in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this. I've stamped him in Momentum, but I want this in the red. So, okay, just wanted to do that. And I will, I'll trim that down in a few minutes. Okay. Now, what I want to do with this is I want a little bit of texture on the background. And on these guys, I use the tree embossing folder, and that one will be retiring as well. So if you want that one, get it while you can, because I think it's really, really a cute one. But since I was doing Joy, I felt like I should do the Merry Melody because that is Joy to the World. So if you're gonna have Joy to the World and say Joy, well, come on, you've got to use this. Okay, so let me show you when I use this. I think it's important to really know how to do this. Okay, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this embossing folder. If you're a musician, you will definitely appreciate this. In fact, my music teacher at school even said to me, Amy, thank you for doing that right. I said, I'm a music teacher too, so of course I'm going to do it right. So I want, when I put my, all right, when I look at this, okay, you've got the treble clefs and bass clefs on this side. I want to make sure I get those. That is really important to me that I get that. So I'm going to fit my paper here. Okay, and I'm actually going to start it to where we start here. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to even start clear up here because I want to get joy to the world, right? So I want that there. So I'm going right up to that top. Okay, and I'm going to make it as straight as I can right there. Okay, I'm going to put it down on here. I've got plate 1, and this is a 3D, so I'm going to use 4. So then I'm going to run it through right here. Okay, so then I've got oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to fix it. No mistakes. So I've got my beginning of joy to the world, the Lord is come. So, again, if you're a music teacher or if you are any kind of musician, that might be important to you, and it is important to me. So I wanted to do that. So now I do make this a little larger. It's at 5.5. I do need to trim it down a bit. So I am going to trim it down. I'm going to trim it on the bottom by 1/4 inch. I always trim at the end. I don't know. I always have to do it first. And then I'm going to make it to 5 1/4 because this is a border. Okay. So I've got that trimmed. Did I need to trim this? I don't, now that I think about it. No, I did not. Okay. So I've got this, and I love the music. I do want to bring it out, you know, just a bit. Let's just bring it out just a bit. Okay. So I'm going to get my blending brush, and I'm going to get my cherry cobbler back out. Okay. So, oh, I didn't finish that. Amy, finish things. Okay. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to really take some off over here. I am actually not starting on the edges. I want this just in the middle. So I want to really make sure I've got some off. Okay. I want to start out really light. Okay. And I'm really just doing this area in here. I'm highlighting that, but I don't want everything done. I want some of there to be some white. So I'm just kind of doing it here. I'm going to have my little guys on there. So I want to highlight some music, but I don't want to get crazy. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to get crazy with that. All right. So I realized I digress. There's my beautiful little thing. I didn't punch these. Hello. Let's punch. All right. So we're going to stick it in here. You can't tell what you're doing, obviously, if you do this. So you're going to go like this. You're going to get it in there as straight as you can. And then you're going to punch. Okay. J. Actually, I think I end up, well, let's do that one. He's a little better. O. Boop. That's kind of fun. And then you're going to go, I'm going to go all the way up here. Okay. And then whoop, like that. Do you see how it was a lot easier to go this way than trying to go this way and having to cut? I'm not saying I'm lazy, but maybe a little. Okay. Now I wanted this little bit of green. I wanted him in the center. So I wanted to make sure he was in the center. So he's going to be first. So I'm going to make sure I get him on first. All right, so I'm going to put my J, and I'm going to try to get these as straight as possible and as, see, hello. I'm going to try to get it on possible and under the nose. Okay. O, and I'm going to set them, I'm going to have them next to each other so I kind of see. And then our Y. Nobody's going to know that that's joy to the world unless they read the music, but it's just my little, I don't know, my little thing. All right. The great thing about this green glue, especially if you're doing something like this, is that you have some time to play with it and really get it exactly where you want. So I'm happy with that. I love this little guy. So we're going to put these on here. And since I'm only doing 3 on this one, they have room to kind of spread out and have their own little place on here. I'm going to let that dry for just a second while I go ahead and fold this. Okay. I just put my nails here, go like this, and then I'm going to grab my bone folder, which seems to have, well, it seems to have left the building. So I'm going to use this and go like that. If you don't have a bone folder, that's what you do, okay? Now, I'm going to take, while this is still drying a bit, I'm going to take my inside. I have my little gnome here. I'm not going to try to do a design on this because I think that I know I'm not that smart. So I'm going to take cherry cobbler because I think I like cherry cobbler. I've got evening evergreen. I've got real red if I want to add that in a second, but I'm going to start with those. And then I have these wonderful skin tone ones. I'm just doing the SU 900 on the light 900. And I'm going to do that on the nose. So we're going to do that on the nose. Okay. So I've got that. And I'm going to do the hat. He's got to be red. I'm going to start with my lighter blend. You've got 2 sides, the brush side and the right side. And I'm going to use the brush side for this. You want to make sure not to go down. You want to go as gently as you can, I think, on these, because you don't want to hurt that tip. I love our blender pens, and I know I have not done much with them yet on this channel. I will be, because I think they are amazing. I've had people tell me I'm an artist. I've never thought of myself at that. These really make you feel very much like an artist, even if you're not, okay? Now I am going to do my red here, and I'm going to do red here, and I'm going to do my little pockets in this, okay? And then I'm going to take my evergreen. Actually, I'm going to take the light evergreen. I'm going to do the pants, okay? In evergreen. And I was gonna do the shoes in evergreen, but I think since I have red shoes here, I need to make them red here. I don't know why, I just think I do. So I'm gonna give him his green shirt with red collar. Give him a little bit of a little contrast there. Okay. Again, I'm going with the light, okay? And I'm going to do his shoes. Now, Stampin' Up, I think they know that there's people like me. Oh, let's get my mouth. There's people like me that are not artists. I kind of got out of the lines there. So I'm going to grab my color lifter right here. See if I can lift some of that here and get it gone. It doesn't do perfect, but I think it does pretty good. Okay. Then now I'm going to take my cherry cobbler, the darker one, and I'm going to add a little bit of shading. This is where I think they're telling me to shade. They're telling me to shade here for some reason, I think, and then here. So on some stamp sets, they've really got that shading lines there for you. Like there's that a little shading line. Those are little shading lines. I just follow those because I know, you know, you can say that. So then I'm like, okay, well, that's a little bit harsh right there. So then you can take your lighter color and blend those out. Okay, just kind of blend them out. Blend them feather again. So it kind of just gives you that shading a little bit. So there we go. I think he looks cute. I think he's adorable. So let's do, and we're gonna go ahead and put him on the inside of the card. We'll get that in. This is what the alcohol markers, they do show on the back. So if you mess up, you're gonna have to restamp and redo. But it's just paper. It's all good. All good. Put him right here on the inside. Because you want the inside to look cute too, right? There you go. Oh. And then we're gonna do Joy. These little guys, as you know, they do need I think they need to be puffed up. So I'm gonna puff them up with my dimensionals. I'm gonna use, I think I used 5 on there. Yep. Hat, shoes, sides. Okay. You may not have to use this many, but I do. I like using a lot. If you are using a lot of dimensionals, and especially if in there where they if in the place where they go through the machine, you may have to add more postage. That is a possibility. But I'll be honest, most of the time, I give my cards, so often I just give them away to my, I'm not mailing them as often. Everybody I know I see, so I don't have relatives far away, so it's not something I do very often. All right, I'm going to start with my middle one. And well, this one you kind of have the nice lines from the music to show you where the middle is. So I'm gonna do him right in the center. And then I'll do the first one. And if I can keep these treble clefs, I'm gonna try to get them to show as much as possible, just because, again, I like them. And bass clefs. Okay, so I'm gonna do him. Oh yeah, look, you can still see him. That makes me happy. All right, then I've got this guy here, Joy, and Joy to the World. I think these guys are so stinking cute. Anytime I use a embossing folder, I always use green glue. I kind of went all green glue today. Didn't even get my other glue out. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna, okay. Let's put this here, and there's my Joy card. I think he's adorable. Here's Hope. I think 4 is about as many as you can get on here. I don't think you could probably get, I couldn't get 5, but anytime you have a 3-letter word. So I love these. I think they are so cute. I don't think that gnomes have to just be at Christmas. In the new mini catalog, there is a new set that has hearts, so you can do for Valentine's Day. So, you know, I've seen them for 4th of July. I think gnomes are kind of going to be a year-round thing. So I decided, I recently got some of the celebration stuff. The new celebration catalog has come out to demonstrators, and it will be coming to you. I can send that to you if you don't have one. But one of them is a set. When you spend $100, you get a huge set of paper, and it's lots of pastels. It's so, so beautiful. And I made a baby card with it. So I just did little, I just used, this is backs and fronts of some of them. And I did the same thing, but I did baby. I did my little gnome on the inside. I did congratulations using Charming Sentiments, which I love that set. So I just wanted to show you that you can, this set does not have to be exclusively Christmas. You can do anything you want. You had some pinks in there. I think this is called quadrifoil. I keep calling it trefoils. Apparently I like Girl Scout cookies and can't get that out of my mind. But I'm pretty sure it is the quadrifoil embossing folder. So these are my cards. Let me flip back around. All right. I hope that you got something out of this today. Again, I didn't start out as being a gnome lover, but now I think they are just adorable, and I was really excited to see that the dies are continuing through the next mini catalog. Next Sunday is, oh no, it's not Christmas. Next Sunday I'll be here. It might be Monday. I'm going to try to get it in Sunday. We have our huge Christmas party Saturday night, so I'm going to hope to get there on Sunday. And then the following week is Christmas, so it'll be Monday the next week. But I hope you have a fantastic week. Just remember that this season is not about being too busy. Enjoy your time, enjoy the season. If you celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, just enjoy the month. Maybe you celebrate Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. I know that doesn't start for a couple weeks, but I know you may be getting ready. Have a wonderful week and take care and stay warm. Bye.